from what was a very tight game. There wasn't a lot out there.
Yeah. Loved our start. Loved the emotion we came with. You know, guys were here to play. They knew the importance of the game. You know, big credit to Anders Lee for, you know, that's why he's wearing the C, and you know that's you know he got us obviously, you know, emotionally invested in that game right off the bat, and you know I liked a lot of the things we did. We defended well. We didn't give up much. Created some stuff. I thought the shorthanded goal obviously took some of the momentum away, you know, from the first period. I thought we were on our toes, and then, you know, it turned into a lot of special teams the rest of the way, and, you know, they won the special teams battle, and it's tough to win in this league this time of year if you don't win the special teams battle.
Yeah, 0 for 5 on the power play. What were they doing so successful against you guys on that?
You know, they've got a good penalty kill. I know on the rankings it might not be good, but their underlying numbers are good. They made it really hard for us to enter the zone. And then, you know, you have to execute against that kill. And then, you know, I thought their goalie, when we did get some looks and break him down a little bit, and he made some saves.
You've talked about how the power play can be a confidence thing. Did you see the confidence get affected kind of throughout the game on the power play?
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I've been here for a week, you know, so we're trying to do a lot of things. So I haven't spent a lot of time on the special teams, either special team. You know, the concentration's been on our 5-on-5 game. So, you know, what I saw tonight was, you know, the guys had a good plan, and we just didn't execute. The other night we went 2 for 4 or 2 for 5. So, you know, there's obviously things we can do better. And those are momentum-changing moments, you know. The power play doesn't always even have to score. You just want it to generate some momentum for you. And, you know, when they get the shorty, that's a tough one.
And how do you process, obviously it's an emotional loss, guys are upset. You know, how do you process that in a sort of unique position, just having been here for such a short time?
Well, you know what, again, we concentrate on the good things. Like, I thought we played a really good hockey game, 5-on-5, you know. I thought, you know, we defended well. That's a good team. They've got, 4 30-goal scorers. You know, I count Kachuk because he's missed a bunch of games. He's a 30-goal guy. Stutzel, I think they got at least 4. So, you know, that's a deep, good team. And I thought we defended really well. I thought, you know, we forechecked well. We created some good things. You know, I thought our 5-on-5 game, the detail was really good. We got a couple huge penalty kills. So, you know, there was a lot of positives in there. You know, it doesn't feel great right now, but we're still alive. You know, we gotta win our last 2 games and make somebody earn that last spot.
Just piggybacking off of that, I mean, these guys are all professionals. They've been through this, but I mean, it kind of coming into this group, do you feel it necessary to buttress them up by giving them the "nothing is over" speech yet, or do you think they intrinsically understand that?
No, we told them that. Yeah, I mean, you know, we talked about that right after the game. You know that you've got to. Our season didn't end tonight. You know, as tough as that feels, walking out of the rink here today, we've got to be prepared to take care of our business, which is win the last 2 games. And if someone's going to beat us out of that last playoff spot, then we've got to make them earn it.
Just what part of your message do you feel has gotten through the most in terms of tightening up defensively?
Yeah. You know what? I just think our group mindset to prioritize, you know, working away from the puck and defending hard and protecting our goalie a little bit, and you know, and I think they bought into that, and I would hope, you know, even though we lost tonight, they would look at it and go, you know what, we gave ourselves a chance to win with that style of play, and we got to continue to build on that.
Piggybacking off the structure, do you think it was hard to generate off the rush? And when in the offensive zone, what were you seeing with the chances that you did have?
Yeah. Again, you know what? They're a real good team, you know, and they defend well. So there wasn't a lot of room either way. I thought we were really good too defensively. So, you know, that was a playoff type chess match. You know, there wasn't a lot of room. I thought we generated 5-on-5. I don't know the numbers, but I thought we generated, you know, more than they did. You know, we got some looks in O-zone. We jammed some stuff into the front of the net and forced some stuff. I thought as the game went on, we tried to spread it out a little bit more and get some looks. You know, there was a handful of really good looks where we missed the net. You know, you want to hit the net in that situation, give yourself a chance to score. But, you know, listen, you can nitpick that game to death. That's an even hockey game, you know, for the most part, and they found a way to win. They won the special teams battle.
You mentioned the captain bringing in the energy and the physicality, but the line of Casey Zizekas and McLean and Gatcombe with those hits
Great.
and those scoring opportunities,
Yeah.
what can you make of their effort tonight?
Yeah, they were great. You know what? They brought us exactly what we wanted them to bring us, and that's the kind of team we have to be. We have to be. You know, that's when I got here. I talked about, you know, the identity of the Islanders in my time in the NHL has always been, this has been a hard rink to come into and play. You had to pay a physical price if you were going to come in here and win. You knew they were going to be hard to play against defensively, you know, and I think we're reestablishing that.
Gave him one in his building. I knew he'd give me one in mine.
So you asked the team there?
Yeah, it's just trying to get it going. I mean, it's part of this game. I wanted to get the crowd going on. And I thought we had a great response. I thought, you know, our guys were ready to go. They didn't need that. They didn't need it to get going tonight. But thought we could do it again.
What made it so difficult for you guys to get the quality shots against them?
It was tight. I don't think they were getting many quality shots either. That's a tight hockey game. There wasn't much 5-on-5 either way. I thought both teams played really solid. You know, we didn't capitalize on our power plays, and you know they pop a 5-on-3 at the end of the game. Otherwise, it's 1-0 for quite a bit and not a lot going on.
What's the message now?
Well, we got to control what we can control. That's having a response tomorrow, win our games. We're going to need some help, but all we can do now, this game's over, unfortunately, and we just got to respond with our own game tomorrow.
The power plays struggled and had a lot of chances tonight. Like you said, just what was going wrong?
They held the blue line really well. If you watched our break-ins, we couldn't get in. We were having trouble breaking the puck in, and you know you that's a big part of it. So they were on top of us from the get-go, right across the blue line, and they made it really difficult to get set up. When we did get set up, you know, we had some looks and some chances, but they denied quite a bit coming into the zone.
Pete has talked a lot about how he feels the power play is a confidence thing. I mean, did you feel that maybe kind of snowball a little throughout the game, just confidence-wise on the power play?
I don't think it changed our guys' mindset. I mean, it was obviously you have to check yourself on the frustration because you got a game to play, and you got to work on letting things go, even though it wasn't going because the power play wasn't going, and we had a few in a row where, you know, like I said, they were defending that line really well. But you never know when you get another one. You get another opportunity, so you got to clear that head and stay with it.
You know, it's we had opportunities on our power play to get the job done tonight, and it just wasn't good enough. You know, credit to them, they did a lot of good things, but you know, us as the top end guys, to be out there in those situations on the power play, we got to be a heck of a lot better.
What were they doing? They looked like they were taking away your out of time.
Yeah, I mean, they're just pressuring us, and that's on us to adjust to it. It's on us to get the job done. And it's just, again, at this time of the year, it's just not good enough by us out there. I mean, I wasn't out there for that, but I mean, yeah, it's just a little miscommunication maybe on the break-in, and they kind of went down there. So, you know, it's tough. Tough to get that one against them.
So there were a lot of missed shots today. Is it rushing shots? You're trying to get that shot on the home mark? Because a lot of times you miss the net as a team.
Yeah, we did. We had opportunities to hit the net, and we didn't. They blocked a lot of shots. I mean, yeah, again, they played a hard game. It was a playoff type of game out there. Not a lot of room, and you know, it stinks for sure.
What's your mindset for tomorrow?
I mean, yeah, it's just win the next one. That's all we can control. We can't control, you know, what happened today. It's just, you know, we got to win these last two in order to give ourselves at least a little bit of a chance.